Hello everyone and welcome on this new weekly market analysis video from Xtreme Trader. This is Salah speaking. So before we start, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and kindly share the video. Also, it's my pleasure to share with you, my friends, our results in the VIP group of Telegram for our Forex signals. As we can see, thankfully, we had a very good week, closing it with at least 455 pips of profit. Of course, to be honest with you, Friday results are not here yet, but I can tell you that we had 2 losses and the other 3 signals are still running. So as a result, we cannot really finalize the results of Friday yet. But however, thankfully, these are our results in the VIP group of Telegram. As you can see, Monday was a good day. Tuesday also was really a good day, guys. And again, it's really normal to see some losses here and there. Any signal provider, you will see that. I mean, there is not a single signal provider in the world who you will find providing you with 100% winning signals. I can say safely that these signals have a high winning ratio of at least 70%. And that is actually really good and not bad at all. And by the way, I am sure that many of our clients have even made more than that. Why? Because, for example, pound GPY here hit the take profit level with 40 pips. So as Xtreme Trader, we announce only 40 pips. But some clients, they are opening 3 trades of the signal if it's matching up with their own analysis. And as a result, instead of 40, they will end up with at least 201 pips. They will end up with at least 120 pips of profit because they have opened 3 trades. So meaning you can actually make more than 40 pips if the signal indeed matched with your own analysis. And that is really something good, and I really support it. But however, remember that it's also risky because you will have 3 stop losses. So you have to be very careful about how you are managing these signals. And as I'm telling you always, we as Xtreme Trader, we are just a signal provider. We don't do funds management. So therefore, don't ask us please how to, if we should keep the trade running or not, what we can do with this trade. I mean, it's not really our job here because we are just sending you the signal and the rest is up to you. How to handle these signals is really your own freedom. So of course, if you want to join Xtreme Trader Forex Signals group, please contact our support. You can find their contact details in the description below this video. Contact them today and hopefully we will see you there. Alright, so now of course it's time to discuss the signals and what happened on Wednesday. Because my friends, the signals which I have sent last Tuesday on the midweek analysis video actually went in the right direction as I have predicted. But of course, we have all witnessed the FOMC statement and Mr. Jerome Powell's speech. And as a result, we can see this big spike happened right here in the market. All of the USD pairs have been affected with that. Originally, EURUSD signal has indeed been activated and was running in about 42 pips of profit before the spike happened. Same goes to the pound USD. It was running in a profit of about 27 pips and then the spike happened. AUDUSD also, a big spike happened. I mean, that was only the reaction of the market. Look at that. USDCAD even hit the take profit level. USDCAD actually, my friends, has been activated right here. And it was really a good signal, even though it hit the take profit level already. It reversed back to hit the entry and again hit the take profit level. So indeed, it was in general a good signal. USDJPY, of course, we didn't do it. USDCHF, as you can see, it was a perfect signal. Also hit the take profit level of almost 100 pips. Gold hasn't been activated, as we can see. So again, what I'm trying to tell you is that the market right now is making a correction. What happened on Wednesday was just a reaction of the market. Now, of course, there has been some comments bashing me about the signals hitting the stop loss, and we have to educate them that FOMC statement and Mr. Jerome Powell is actually we have to pay attention to them, my friends. Mr. Jerome Powell is the new Donald Trump, in my opinion. And whenever he speaks in the conference, we have to watch the market because there will be some reaction. Anyway, let me now delete all of the signals and let's start from scratch. And we have deleted everything, and let's now see what we can do next on the market. And let's begin with the Euro USD. So as you can see, based on the weekly chart, the Euro USD, my friends, has also made an attempt to break out from this long-term resistance right here at 1.096. Now, the reason I'm saying it's a long-term resistance is because, of course, as you can see, since January 2023, the market actually here has created a real level of a resistance, another real attempt of a resistance, number 2, number 3, then a fake breakout, and again the market again reversed on the same level of a resistance repeatedly, even on December, and then a fake breakout, and then again real level of a resistance. So meaning that is indeed a long term of a resistance, and now seems like the market is gonna continue the fall. The final price action on the weekly chart right here, those 3 candles are actually representing a continuation in the fall. And in my opinion, the EURUSD is going to continue the fall at least to reach the nearest level of a key support at 1.072, which means the pair still has about 85 pips more to go. Now, let's move to the daily chart. Now, on the daily chart, we can see clearly that the market has indeed made a bearish breakout from this level of a support at 1.083. Now, let's go even to the smaller time frame. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Now, right here on the 4-hour time frame, we can notice clearly that the market has already retested the broken level of a support with this level of a resistance. That means that this is indeed a resistance number 1. And right now, since we're talking about a previous level of a support, so now we can talk about a potential pullback. And if that happens, I would say that the EURUSD is going to continue the rise to another 23 pips and reverse exactly right here on the same level of the first resistance, and creates here, of course, a new resistance number 2. And as we can see, even in the past, it was here the nearest level of a real resistance to that bearish breakout candle. So, all in all, I would recommend to sell the EURUSD exactly right here. However, if we need another kind of confirmation here, we can use the resistance trend line. So as we can see right here, that is of course the level of a key resistance trend line. Check this out. So right here, based on the 4-hour time frame, we had here a resistance trend line number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then after the bullish breakout happened, it became only 2 small attempts of a support trend line, and then of course we had here the spike due to the FOMC, and then the market just broke out instantly from that level. So meaning, if the EURUSD is going to make a pullback, it's going to continue the rise, it will not only create here a resistance number 2, but also it will create here a resistance trend line number 1, because that's going to be the first attempt of respecting the same level of a previous resistance trend line after this bearish breakout happened. So therefore, selling the EURUSD right here exactly at 1.083. However, for the take profit level, it will be placed, of course, right here at the nearest level of a key support at 1.074, expecting at least 80, or actually we can say 90 pips of profit, and a safe zone that shouldn't be ranging higher than the previous level of a key resistance at 1.087, which means our safe zone will be ranging for about 46 pips against 90 pips of profit. Moving now to the pound USD. All right, so now we are back to the pound USD, and right now I'm going to move to the weekly chart. And as we can see also, yes, the market also has made here a strong bearish movement. For the last 2 weeks, the market just simply did not respect the previous level of a resistance right here at 1.276, and neither the level of a previous support at 1.2700, which means the market right now is moving in a very strong bearish movement, and most likely the pound USD is going to continue the fall till it reach the lowest level of a support at 1.25. The reason, of course, is we had right here a broken level of a support trend line, as we can see. And of course, what will going to happen next is that the pound USD is going to continue the fall until it reaches this level of the support, and after that, it might actually rise to retest the broken level of a support trend line, and afterward we can see what will going to happen. I'm expecting at that time from the market to fall against a strong level of a resistance right here on this level of a resistance, and then it will continue the fall. So meaning, in other words, we will be shorting the pound USD until it reaches that level of a support, which means our take profit level has already been determined, which means it's going to happen after another 67 pips. Now, moving to the 4-hour time frame. Now, on the 4-hour time frame, I would like to highlight the strongest levels of a key resistance, which actually lies right here exactly, to be precise, Exactly right there. Exactly. That's really precise. Exactly at 1.262. Now, let me just tell you something. If we look right here at the left side, look at that. This was indeed a very strong key level of a support, as we can see, and the market kept ranging on that same level of a support. Then recently, we can notice that this right here is the nearest level of a resistance to that level of a key support as well, and that bearish breakout candle. And pay attention, there was a reversal happened right here already, which means that is indeed a resistance number one. And again, very similar to the EURUSD setup, where we'll be looking to short the pound USD exactly right on this second attempt of the resistance, aiming that level of a support right here at 1.253, which means we can expect about 90 pips of profit on this signal, and a safe zone that shouldn't be ranging higher than the previous level of a key resistance at 1.266, ranging for about 44 pips. Let's now move to the AUDUSD. Alright, so now for the AUDUSD, one second guys, one second. Alright, so I'm back. Now for the AUDUSD, moving to the weekly chart, is showing also right here a strong bearish movement after reversing from this level of a key resistance right there at the bracket of 0.662. Now again, another price action indicates for a continuation in the fall. Those three candles right here representing a very good price action indicates a continuation in the fall. Therefore, moving now to the daily chart. Now, I would like to highlight something guys right here, that we do have right here, of course, a strong level of a key resistance trend line, as you can see. Now, I would like also to highlight that on the left side, we have, however, a strong real level of a resistance, as we can see right there exactly. Now, most likely, actually, I need to be more precise about it. Exactly, just like that. Yes, fantastic. Because that line wasn't touching the support trend line right here. Anyway, what I want to say is, most likely right now, the AUDUSD is facing right here a strong level of a support. And then at the opening of the market on Monday, we can expect a pullback to happen. And in my opinion, that level of a real resistance trend line is most likely going to be respected. It became here a support trend line for once, of course, sorry, for two times based on the daily chart, because each candle represents one day. So we have two attempts of a resistance trend line, and then this price action happened right here, which also indicates a continuation in the fall. That means if the pullback happens right here, the market first of all is going to be facing here a strong level of a real resistance horizontally, and also the resistance trend line right here, as we can see. So there is a lot of pressure on the AUDUSD to reverse exactly right there. I mean, we don't even need to move to the 4-hour time frame. Daily chart is really enough right here. So let's expect a pullback for about 24 pips before we can start short the AUDUSD. Take profit level will be just right here at the bottom of the support. Let me just be sure. Exactly. Let me just be highlight the real level of a support right here. Exactly. So therefore, we can actually look for about, I would say, roughly 87 pips of profit, and a safe zone that shouldn't be ranging higher than the previous level of a key resistance at 0.657, ranging for about 33 pips. Now jumping to the USD CAD. So USD CAD, my friends, if we look right here at the weekly chart, we can notice also a strong rise in the dollar. As you can see, it's really interesting here what we are seeing in the USD CAD. Based on the weekly chart, look at that. For the last couple of months, we can see that 1, 2, actually even one here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 continuous blue candles, then faced one red candle. I think that was December, or actually January, sorry. And right now we can see that this is not monthly, this is weekly. I'm idiot. Anyway, we can see that we had here one red candle, then followed later with two blue candles. Then that means that the USD CAD is actually on a very strong bullish movement, and I'm not expecting to sell this pair anytime soon. Maybe if it reached that level of a resistance at 1.369, maybe we can consider selling it. But until then, we will look to long the USD CAD. Moving now to the daily chart. So right now in the daily chart, we can notice if we want to draw here a resistance zone, that is of course the zone just like that. And as you can see, we had here several candles with only wicks in the safe zone, in the resistance zone. However, the last one was an actual full blue bar. It was a full blue bar inside of the zone, which means of course a continuation in the rise, and that means a strong bullish movement, and then we have to continue longing the USD CAD as soon as possible. So moving now to the 4-hour time frame. Now on the 4-hour time frame, what we need to do is look simply to the strongest level of a key support, and then we can consider buying the USD CAD exactly on that level. So let's just look at the left side to highlight the strongest levels of a key support, and from there we can have a good start to see where exactly we can start buying this pair. So now what we can see right here is that we had right here exactly a strong level of a key support, exactly right here, to be precise, yes, at 1.356. That was indeed a strong level of a real support, even here a real support, and then real support all the way. It was a real support. And then let's look at the left side, indeed, as we can see right here, that exactly right here, touching the same level of a key support. So therefore, we can safely say, look at that, even right here also, it was a very strong key support level. So we can safely say that 1.356 is a trusted level to start buying the USD CAD from. That means that since we're actually right now on a resistance zone, we can expect a pullback to happen on on Monday morning, and then it's gonna continue for about 38 pips, and then buying the USD CAD from here is gonna be ideal in my opinion. Also, if we use the support trend line as well, I mean from any point you want, if we use here the support trend line, as we can see exactly just like that, now we can safely say that the same level of a support trend line has been respected repeatedly. It became a resistance trend line, then a support trend line, and now if the market will continue the fall, it might reverse exactly on the same level of a support trend line, and then it will continue the rise. So all in all, USD CAD to be bought exactly right here on this level of the support at 1.356, and the take profit level can be placed just right there at the nearest level of a previous key support to our entry at 1.366. That means that the USD CAD is going to be ranging for about 92 pips of profit, and a safe zone that shouldn't be ranging lower than the previous level of a key resistance at 1.353, ranging for about 36 pips only. Actually, we need to expand it a little bit more, just like that, to make it at least around 39 pips. Anyway, let me now please write the signal for you. And moving now to the USDJPY. Alright, so now what about the USDJPY? Again, my friends, I'm sorry we will not be able to give any signal about this pair. It's gonna just be very highly risky to my followers, because right now the USDJPY is again at the highest level of a resistance at 151.446. Again, the highest that the USDJPY has ever reached to. And sending any signals on this level, in my opinion, is gonna be risky. And as a result, I prefer to not send any signal about this pair. So let's now skip it and just move to the USDCHF. Now for the USDCHF, as we can see right here, based on the weekly chart, the market right now seems like it's reversing indeed at this level of a real resistance at 0.900. That is exactly my scalping strategy. Look for the real level of a resistance, look for the fake breakout, and then sell exactly at the same level of a real resistance. And as you can see so far, it's working well. But does it mean that the USDCHF will continue the fall? In my opinion, absolutely not. It's actually going to continue the rise, because right now we can see that the market actually has faced right here, broke out from a strong level of a key support at 0.890. Check this out. That is actually a very strong setup that we cannot simply ignore. And as we can see, the market has created here several attempts of a support. And keep in mind, I'm still on the weekly chart. So however, most likely we can buy the USDCHF after it makes a pullback right here and reach the same level of a support. But again, I'm on the weekly chart. So then it means that we have got to go to the daily chart to find this kind of setup, to identify where exactly is our entry gonna be. And the daily chart says it all. Right there exactly. Right here to be precise. Exactly right here at 0.891. Why right here? Because this was of course the strongest level of a key support, and this wick right here is the nearest to that bullish breakout candle, and also it was a real level of a support all the way right here. And even in the past, if I'm not mistaken, if we look right here at the past, indeed it was right here the real level of a support. This one, right? Yeah, this one right here at 0.891. So that means I'm gonna send you a signal to wait for the USDCHF to fall to another 50 pips in my opinion, until we can start buying it. However, the take profit level will be just right here at the highest level of a key resistance at 0.904, which means we can expect about 120 7 pips profit from this signal, and a safe zone that shouldn't be ranging much lower than the previous level of a key support right there at 0.887, ranging for about 44 pips against 128 pips of profit. And let's now jump to the gold. Well, the gold actually has made some sudden movements, of course, due to the FOMC statement. As we can see, the gold has actually reached 2,222, the highest in its history. And after reaching that level, it fell back again for about almost 600 pips. And that means that the market has actually reacted to that spike. So meaning, this was just a spike due to the FOMC, and eventually what we're having right here, if we look right here at the price action, that is indeed a strong price action to start shorting the gold. However, I think it's going to be risky to keep shorting for a long time. We don't want to keep shorting for a long time, my friends. In my opinion, it's going to be a safer option to simply target this level of a previous resistance at 2,143.08, which means we can look for another 228 pips more before we can see any further movements in the gold. If the gold will manage to break out from this level of a previous resistance, then we can actually expect a new resistance level to be respected exactly right here at 2087, and that means that the gold has a potential to continue the fall for another 780 pips. But until then, let's just go to the safe choice and trade the gold until it reaches that level of a key resistance exactly at 2143. Now moving to the 4-hour time frame, that means of course we have to continue shorting the gold. Now if you want my opinion, if I want to apply my strategy on the gold, I would highly recommend to wait for the gold to rise to about 2176 and then short the gold. That's in my opinion gonna be the best level to do that. Why? First of all, this was of course a nearest level of a real resistance, and this was of course a real level of a resistance, and then we had here those two twin candles which represent of course a fake breakout. Therefore, if the gold will rise again, that is going to be the reversal point, and then the gold will continue the fall until it reach our take profit level at the support of 2143. I mean, I cannot really put it in a more simple way. That's just really like everything about the gold, because that's going to be like, for example here, the highest level of a real resistance before this level of a resistance at 2193. So 2176 is going to be the last real level of a resistance, which is also the nearest one to that fake breakout, and then the gold most likely is going to continue the fall at this point. I mean, I'm not seeing the gold rising due to the price action on the weekly chart and the daily chart. I'm not seeing the gold rising higher than this level of a resistance. If it does, then that means that the gold will continue to rise even higher than 2223. So therefore, let's just hold our positions and sell the gold exactly right here, waiting for it to rise to another 109 pips, and then we can look for about 323 pips of profit. And as a result, of course, the safe zone shouldn't be ranging higher than the previous level of a resistance right here at 2188. That means that our safe zone will be ranging for about 124 pips against 326 pips of profit. And there goes your signals, my friend, for the USD pairs and for the gold for the upcoming week. I'm totally aware that last week I just uploaded 2 videos. I had some condition and I couldn't actually make more videos, my friends. It was really tough for me to make any videos. However, I will try my best to release a video every day on the next week. And the deal of the day videos will be back. Because actually, to be honest with you, I just felt somehow disappointed because the last 4 or 5 deal of the day's videos have been a big failure, unfortunately. Either not activated or either hitting the stop losses. However, our analysis on the USD pairs, the weekly chart, the weekly analysis and the midweek analysis are all doing really so well, except for the deal of the days. However, I will try to fix that, and I will provide you with a surely and trusted deals of the days every day on the upcoming week. So until then, I hope that was informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.